Pupil's court.
Now entering the courtroom, Jan Carr, who claims that a professional pixie has underpaid her in a dental transaction. She is suing for $6.50. And here's the defendant, the Tooth Fairy. She says that 25 cents is more than adequate compensation for Jan's tooth and refuses to pay the higher price. They've come here today to argue their case before Judge Waffler on the Pupil's Court.
Jan Carr versus the Tooth Fairy in the case of the bargain by custard. Court is now in session.
Your Honor, last night while attempting to eat a caramel apple, I lost the last of my baby teeth. An apple by custard. See? Now, on the advice of my mother, I placed it under my pillow and went to sleep. This morning I found that the Tooth Fairy had removed my tooth and left this lousy quarter. I mean, welcome to the 90s. What can you buy with a quarter these days? Half a pack of gum? A third of a beef jerky? What, millionth of a personal home computer?
What's your point, small fry?
I think my tooth is worth a lot more than 25 cents. I brushed it, I flossed it, I avoided in between meal snacks. I put a lot of time and effort into this tooth, and I expect to get something out of it. I want $6.50 and I want it now!
Order! Let's hear your side of the story, Miss Fairy.
Well, Your Honor, 25 cents is all I can afford. Tooth Fairy Enterprises is a non-profit organization. Out of the goodness of my heart, I take children's teeth and I give them money. I have no use for these discarded teeth, and I don't make a cent on the deal. Objection! You're lying through your teeth, and I can prove it. Your Honor, I have evidence that the Tooth Fairy is making a bundle. Just a minute there, you little squirt! Your Honor, this child is clearly deranged.
You're out of order. All right, Miss Carr, let's see what you've got.
May I approach the bench?
If you must.
That two-bit pixie claims she makes no profit. But I've done some research, and I've discovered that the Tooth Fairy has found a way to turn little teeth into big bucks. Your Honor, where do you think these come from? I'm sorry you had to see that.
Well, Toothy, what do you have to say to this?
Okay. So I do make a fortune in gag teeth. So what? Somebody has to make those things.
You leave me no choice but to rule in favor of the plaintiff. You must pay Miss Carr $6.50 for her tooth, and the same amount to any child who loses a tooth from this day forward.
I'm ruined! Ruined!
Case closed.
Thank you for joining us today on the Pupil's Court. And remember, if you think you've been cheated by an imaginary being from another dimension, don't take the law into your own hands. Take them to court.